Just because something shows up in the App Store on your phone does not mean that it is safe to use. Just because an app says that it is for kids as young as 13 does not mean that it is past necessarily safety testing, rigorous to meet the expectations of most parents. I've been making a lot of posts about good news surrounding AI safety legislation, and I just want to temper that with another post here because I'm listening to Empire of AI by Karen Howe, and it goes into extreme detail about the rise of OpenAI and other frontier AI companies. And they're getting to the part where Replica AI is coming on the scene, and they had been using some compute power or something about GPT-3 to run their companion chatbot models. And even OpenAI was uncomfortable with how sexually explicit the conversations were that they were seeing. They were uncomfortable that they had access to these personal exchanges between users and their Replica chatbots because of this relationship that OpenAI and GPT-3 had with Replica. And they eventually banned Replica from using any of their compute power because they were so uncomfortable. And spoiler, this is not when Replica gets into a lot of hot water. This is before. This is way before that. So all of this to say, just because something shows up in your app store on your phone doesn't mean that it is safe. Just because something says that you can be 13 years old or older to use it doesn't mean that it will be appropriate for a 13-year-old socially, developmentally, cognitively. And if you're interested in hearing all of the insane details about the rise of OpenAI and the safety testing that was done and not done, and the research that was done and the research that was silenced, I highly recommend reading or listening to the audiobook of Empire AI by Karen Howe. And if you're interested to hear the story of the rise and fall of Replica AI and how they eventually did find themselves butting up against the legal system finally, you ought to listen to Flesh and Code. It's a podcast from Wondery. You can find it anywhere that you can find podcasts. That is one of the best podcasts I've ever heard. Obviously, if you're interested in AI like I am, and if you're interested in relationships and human connection like I am, you will find it fascinating. So